All right, here we go. We're in the full wad cup right here. We're coming with the E-Drags. Chan's going in on Fendi right here, starting off right at 9 o'clock. Dropped a couple of loons. And there's the Flame Flinger in there. Nice. Gonna get some good value out of there if it doesn't find any more traps. Alrighty. Alright. Quaked out right here. Doing a little RC walk at 11 o'clock. Took a lot of damage there. She ends up going down. Alright, drops the Dragon Duke right here at 4 o'clock. He's getting hit pretty hard as well. Goes to stun ability. The long shot did lock onto him though. Does he drop a totem to help protect him? Out comes some Supermans out of the Flame Flinger. Troops are flying in right towards the Town Hall compartment. Gordon goes to ability. Gets both books on him. We'll secure the Town Hall. Drops an Overgrowth down at 4 o'clock. Revives the Dragon Duke. Right. Dragon Duke finds a tornado trap. Putting some of the E-Drags in there as well. Taking out the lava launcher. Mini Prince goes to ability. Freezes up that Revenge Tower. Slows it down a lot. Coming into the core here. I think this Overgrowth's about to wear off though. Can he get this Revenge Tower down before he does? Nope. Drops a totem though. Working on the Revenge Tower. Uses Revenge Tower to go down. It's just wiping out everything. Does go down, but it took all the troops with it. Looks like we're going to have a defense here. If you can get additional percentage, not quite sure. Does get the Revenge Tower or the Super Wiz Tower. What did I say? The Revenge Tower. Alright, Phoenix is working. We'll get this mortar, I believe, as long as it's find a trap. Has the time to get it. And that should be about it. So I think he's going to end up with a 79% 2-star. Oh, he did have a couple other troops. So 80% 2-star. Great try, great try. We'll get in the second attack here. Alright, here we go with the RC walk. Alright, a couple rock balloons coming in there. Take out that air defense. Alright, he's pushing in towards the core. Alright, going into this Inferno compartment. Taking out that air defense as well. Setting up some great pathing for these Root Riders. Goes ahead and recalls her. Alright, here we go. Here comes the Root Riders right here at 6 o'clock. Did lure out the CC there. They're coming over. Poisons the CC for the furnace. Alright, pushing in towards this monolith. Drops the Dragon Duke at 9 o'clock. Queen's working in at 8. Help direct these troops inside to that town compartment. That Overgrowth was perfectly placed right behind the Town Hall. Troops are headed in here. Alright, Duke goes to ability, stuns all that area. The Overgrowth should be wearing off pretty soon. Did get the Town Hall. Queen went to ability. She had the action figure on her. And a magic mirror. Coming into this Revenge Tower area. Just drop another Overgrowth. Nice. Gets the Revenge Tower and all those defenses in behind it. All right. Looks like this is kind of fizzling out with the Root Rider, so it's going to be a defense. We'll see what additional percentage he can get. He still has a totem of to him. There's a few troops to get some other buildings, but we'll see what he can match the percentage. All right, ends up with a 73% 2-star. Here we go, we're in. We got Root Riders. Come on with our RC walk. Right, getting out the fire spitter. Nice. He has the flame flinger working at 6. Recalls the RC. All right, drops a Skelly. Turn off the Queen right here. 12 o'clock. Here comes in the Root Rider, straight in towards the Town Hall compartment. Right, pushing down to that Town Hall. DC drops a poison on it. Pushing down towards 3 o'clock. Flamefinger still getting pretty good value. Drops a Dragon Duke at 4. Lava Hound pops. Queen will help take down the Lava Pups, along with the Warden. Pushing around. Dragon Duke does have the original equipment on him. Alright, Flamefinger still getting value. Clearing some of these defenses around the Revenge Tower. Troops fizzled out. And some additional percentage, but this will definitely be defense. We'll see what he can pull out with these little troops, or the few troops he has left here for trash buildings. And probably most likely super minions will be coming out of this siege. Queen's still picking up some percentage there. All right, here comes some super minions out of that siege. They're going to take out some of these trash buildings, get some additional percentage. Queen did go down. There you go, locked onto the defensive heroes there, so the Revenge Towers ended up taking them out. There we go, ends up with a 77% 2-star. All right, we're going to see another Root Rider attack here. Dragon Duke does have the jetpack on him, has the arrow selected. All right, Findy's going to go in right here on Psycho Noob, excuse me. All right, starting off down here. There's RC walking in at 10 o'clock. Coming into where this monolith is. Takes down the monolith. Working in towards that Revenge Tower. Has 3 more invis spells to use. Comes into the fire spitter next. Alright. Those are the abilities. Work on the Revenge Tower. Has to recall her though, and it's getting repaired. There's a builder hut in there. Alright, it's quaking out that core area. There goes the arrow, takes out the Revenge Tower, and here comes the Dragon Duke flying across. What a awesome animation that is, isn't it? Alright, what do you guys think of that? I love that jetpack. Alright, Dragon Duke's going to work with the Queen down at 6 o'clock, and here comes the troops in at 8. Right. All right, goes the Warden ability there. Pushing in towards the Town Hall compartment. All right, got some support troops coming in at 3:30. Working around here into the 3 o'clock compartment. Looking pretty strong. Troops are headed up towards 12 now. Have lots of time. Getting close to 90% now. Riders look pretty healthy. Looking like it's 3-star to me. All right, get these trash buildings out of the way. They'll come in this expo, and that's it. First 3-star of the match. Nice attack. This is army composition right here. And there you go. We'll get into the next one. All right. Psycho Noob is coming in with Super Bowlers. They're starting off with an RC walk. All right. Giga Bomb's going to go off. Takes about half our health with it. Also, the Giant Bomb was there as well. Gets out that Fire Spitter. Pushing in. Goes ahead and recalls her. Get that whole compartment nice. All right, Dragon Deuce coming in. And there goes the Queen over at 8 o'clock. And the troops in behind. Here comes the Super Rollers right into this town hall. All right, secures the town hall nice and early. Warden goes to ability. He has the porch on him, so they'll be walking through these walls. Very nice. Drops a totem in the core. Rages up in the core with these Super Bowlers. Ripping through these defenses. Nice. Needs to get that Revenge Tower down, which he does. All right. Queen goes to ability. RC's working on this monolith. Ice Bomb pops. Freezes all those defenses. Nice. Got some Super Bowlers going. Healer's on one of them. That's the only one that stayed alive. It ended up going down. They switch off to the heroes right here. Axe Figure's going up top. Has the Queen. Has a minute left of this attack. Queen's working on a wall. That's what she does. Axe Figure looks like he's about to go down. He does. All right. Get some additional buildings here. Warden does get locked onto by the multi-archer tower. Gets out of the range just in time. Healers are gone, though. Except for the one that's stuck up there on a giant. All right. There we go. Warden goes down. That's all we got left. Oh, we also got a mortar going down and a super minion. Get a few additional percentage. He's at 69% 2-star right now. All right. Fortunately, it gets to 70. Kidding. Just kidding. All right, here we go. At 72. All right. That will be about it. All right. Ends up with a 73% 2-star. Here's his army composition. Heck of a try. We'll get into the next attack. Here we go. Starting off right here at 9:30. Here comes in the throwers. Dragon Duke has the original equipment on him. Queen has magic mirror action figure. He drops her right now at 8 o'clock. Warden has both gems on him. King has stick figure and the gauntlet. It seems like the gauntlet's back in a lot of these attacks. Anyone else in chat here using any gauntlets on their kings? All right, pushing down towards 6 o'clock here with the pack. Drop the totem. Headed down towards its revenge tower. Alright, King goes down. He is revived by the Phoenix. Alright, drops in the Dragon Duke in behind, which targets this Fire Spitter. Nice. Air defense is locked onto the Dragon Duke, but he'll get it down nice and early. There you go. Drop the totem for the long shot and the revenge tower. Very nice. And the defensive Dragon Duke. Great value right there. It will go down pretty quickly though. But doesn't. They get through all that area. That was very nice totem. Got some great value out of that. Town Hall's going to go down. Pushing in towards this lava launcher compartment. We'll get the lava launcher next. Good to get down. Has a nice overgrowth. Troops are working down here at 4 o'clock. Revives the Dragon Duke. Did lose the Warden. As the Queen, these throwers and the healers are going on the action figure right now with the Queen and leaving those healers or leaving those throwers by themselves. Dragon Duke went down up north. Like it's fizzling out. Let's see what percentage you can end up with. Alright, got these few throwers. Work on this wall here. The wall will open. Can they get any additional percentage? He's at 70%. I'm in this compartment. Has that monolith and the fire spitter. Yeah, just too much for those troops. They go down. Just have one minion working. We'll get an additional percentage point, I believe. And can this minion take down this? Nope, he gets hit by that archer tower. Ends up with a 72% 2-star. Great try. Here we go. We got Super Bowlers, it looks like. Let's see what's on the Dragon Duke. He has the original equipment, starting off with an RC walk. Has the recall for her too after the walk. Pushing in here towards the expo. Get this air defense. Pretty low on health. Does go invis. There you go. Locks on this fire spitter. I don't know if she has enough time to get it down. Alright, goes in and recalls her. Here comes in a Super Bowler. Alright, here comes in the pack. Drop the healers down. Warden has the torch on him. Working up towards the town hall compartment. Alright, drops the RC. Here's the thrower spear on him. Alright, goes the ability. These troops will be able to go through the walls. Drops a rage. Alright, they do find a tornado trap there behind the town hall. Reflect in at least one of the bowlers there. Alright, that's over. Pushing in towards the core. Need to get this revenge tower down. Goes that in freeze. Alright, Dragon Duke goes to ability there. Still has the Queen ability. Quite a few bowlers are still up. Has the action figure, Magic Mirror. He's working around. They're going to go towards this monolith compartment here at 6 o'clock. Also has an Inferno in there. Alright, looks like the CC there took out a lot of his troops. Pushing down. He does have a revive spell. Alright, Queen goes to ability there. She does that clone on there, working on the defensive minion prince. Good. She's also taken the heat off the Dragon Duke from the monolith for a minute. Alright, Dragon Duke does go down. Queen's going to the monolith, gets it down. Does she have enough to get through this ricochet cannon is the question. Doesn't have the time. Ends up with a 97% 2-star. Great hit. Alright, here we go. Come in with throwers. Alright, quaking out the core area. Here comes the Dragon Duke flying straight through. Alright, here comes the throwers in at 11 o'clock. Alright, got the totem in. Dragon Duke's working down towards 1 o'clock. Out comes the CC, drops a poison on it. These throwers took out the monolith. There's an ice golem out of that CC heading their way, so they're going to have to deal with that. Get frozen up. Working around towards 9 o'clock. Has the queen over there to help direct these troops down into the base. And wrap around. Alright, these throwers are meeting up with our throwers and pulling the ward in that way. Nice.
Come on in. Gods_killer_raincoach entered the arcade.
Alright, pushing down towards this revenge tower compartment at 6 o'clock. Town hall still up. We got the king working on 3. Has an overgrowth to use. Drops the totem for the revenge tower. Revives the Dragon Duke. Working on that geared up archer tower. He goes down south though. To get out the revenge tower. Still has that overgrowth. Coming down to 50 seconds though. Alright. Town hall is getting worked on by some of his support troops. Drops the overgrowth. Working on some traps here. Has a lot of troops up. Does he have the time to get the rest of the base is the question. Our overgrowth wears off. Down to 12 seconds. Has the action figure over there. Getting through these defenses. Getting real close. Here he goes. Last building. In the nick of time right there. Answers with a 3-star. What a nice attack. Ninth attack here this war. We're coming in with Dragon Riders, Inferno Dragons. There's both books on the Warden. Let's see. RC has Seeking Shield. And the Thrower Spear. Dragon Duke has original equipment. The Mini Prince has his normal equipment as well. Alright, starting off with the Flame Flinger over at 3 o'clock. Alright, drops in totem there. I don't know what was on something was getting him. I don't know what it was. I guess. I'm not sure. There's a couple of wounds working at 8 o'clock. Drops another totem right there. Oh, defensive king right there. Inferno Dragon takes him down. Here we go, got the RC walk going on.
The Christian 2003 entered the arcade.
Alright, Or she moves in, gets the fire spitter possibly. Yep, takes the fire speeder out. All right, here we go. Dragon Duke at 2 o'clock. Flying right here at 11 mainly. Going in right in towards this monolith area. Heading straight pathing down towards the town hall. All right, got the Skelly spell to distract. Had some Inferno Dragons working over at 9 o'clock. Nice, taking out some of those trash buildings. All right, monolith goes down. Still has the Minion Prince ability to use here. Headed down towards the town hall compartment now. All right, drops a totem in. All right, Minion Prince is working on the town hall. He'll secure that. Drops an overgrowth on that revenge tower. Nice. Troops are kind of fizzling, it looks like, though. I don't know if he has enough to get through the rest of this base. He does have a revive, though, and a totem spell, so maybe. All right. There goes the Minion Prince ability right there. Down to 15 seconds, though. Still has a revive. Freezes the revenge tower. And there we go. Ends up with a 91% 2-star. Heck of a try. Here you go. We got Mars coming in. He just needs 1 star right here. We'll secure the war for him. Coming with throwers. Dragon Duke has the jetpack on him. Waking out the core area now. There goes the Dragon Duke flying straight across that revenge tower, and the arrow comes away, goes the other way, and takes it out. Nice. All right. Here we go. He's coming in right here, right at 9:30 right there with the throwers. So he's coming in pretty risky. We'll see, but all he needs is a 50% 1 star. Okay, it looks like he's going to push down here towards 6 o'clock with his pack of throwers. All right, Queen's working on that expo. She's going to go down. He's already up to 45%. Few more buildings, 1 more building now. And right there, right with that, Assassin's Crew does take the win right here against Psycho Noob, who put up a good showing. Oh, it drops in a log launcher now. Going to open up the walls towards that town hall compartment. Throwers take out the lava launcher. They're going to work on this multi. They are behind that fire spitter, which they take down. Nice. All right. Here you go. The walls are opening up towards that town hall compartment with the logs from the log launcher. All right, the last log does open the compartment up. Does revive the Dragon Duke. Pushing in, it's looking pretty strong. All right, King goes to ability. Have the spiky ball on him. All right, we're working on this monolith now. Now they're into the town hall compartment area right here. There's some defending heroes and the long shots there, but the town hall goes down, and the hero goes down, coming into this geared up cannon right there into the Inferno Tower. It looks like this is going to be a 3-star answer right here. What excellent attack. All right. So thank you very much. If you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day.